What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Let's Talk Sports. Once again, I am your co-host, Big Rod. I'm joined by Big Cheese and Brian Wallach is joining us for 2 weeks in a row. Right now, we don't know what's going on with Tricky. Hopefully, he'll join us a little later.
He'll be on.
I told him, I was just telling Cheese that I ain't heard from him since he went on that date with that girl. I hope she ain't cut him up and put him in a.
She must be hating. She ate him for dinner.
Be floating somewhere out west.
Yeah, I know. Because usually he'll text me or send me something from Facebook, but I ain't heard from him all week long.
He likes to pop in too, so.
Huh?
He likes to pop in sometimes too, so.
Yeah, but
you never
the
know.
last time I heard from Walt, when he sent me the picture of that girl, he sent me a picture of her, and then he put it on Facebook, and I was like, well, and I ain't heard from him since then, so I don't know.
Uh-oh.
But anyway, let's get to talk about what's really going on this week in Atlanta sport. Major League Baseball has kicked off, and right now we got some interesting games going on. Clovis, Big Cheese, you'll be happy to hear that your Atlanta Braves are in first place.
I don't expect. Yeah, I watched them last night. They're looking fantastic. That's the way we play. That's the way we play baseball in the South.
There you go.
We kick booty.
There you go.
Not like the Miami Mullets.
Yeah, they're hurting, man.
The Miami Marlins, they're in second place, right behind the Braves. They're 3-4. They started all kind of slow, but they had a series the last 3 days with the team from Minnesota, the Twins.
The Minnesota
Twins. They beat the Twins 2 out of 3 games, but then that's because they had their 2 best pitchers pitching the last 2 games. They had Sandy Alcantara and Lopez. I mean, I forgot Luzardo. Luzardo pitched these last 2 games, so that gave them a good win.
Yeah, the Marlins are tied with the New York Mets for second place.
Yeah,
with a record of 3-4, 1 game under 500.
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be all right. Right now, the team is the teams that's looking good is Tampa Bay
Rays.
The Tampa Bay
Devil Rays.
No, they're not the Devil Rays no more. They dropped the Devil.
No, they put the Devil was on their uniform last week.
Yeah, because they wore the throwback uniform. Just like the Marlins wore their throwback uniform.
So they got back to being the Devil.
Oh, I hope not. But they're 6-0. Atlanta, like I said, is 5-1. And Milwaukee is 5-1.
5-1. Everybody else is like 4-2 or
right.
3-4.
So the Marlins actually right now they're 2.5 games back behind Atlanta for that lead in that division. It's gonna be good. I mean, we got a bunch of people on that team that I don't know. We got a bunch of new players on that team.
Yeah, we still have a long way to go. The season just started.
Oh, he can't get in his room. Your mama
That's great.
That's my nephew trying to get in his room. His mama locked the door because they go in there and they mess up the room.
Send him downstairs with his brother.
He was just downstairs. He came up. I guess he came upstairs running away from him. We also got the NBA playoffs getting ready to kick off. The Heat right now sitting in the number 7 spot, which means they're gonna have a game against. If everything stays the way it is now, the Heat's gonna end up playing Atlanta in the first round in that play-in game.
Oh. I thought the play-in game is number 9 and 10.
No, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 7 plays 8, and then the winner
9 play 10.
9 play 10,
And then the two winners.
And then the two winners plays each other.
Not the two winners. The loser of 9 and 10 is done.
Really?
Yeah,
Winner?
Yeah, the loser of 9 and 10 is done.
Right.
And the winner moves on.
The loser of 7 and 8 plays number 9. They played the winner of 9 and 10.
I'm confused.
Yeah, don't be confused.
They just changed it a couple years ago. That's why.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize it, but that's what they did.
7 and 8 gets two shots.
Oh, so if 7 beat 8, then 8 still played number 9 or 10.
Right.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And then 9 and 10, if whoever wins out of that 8 and 9 win is moving on to the playoff. So we're gonna end up with 8 teams in the playoff, but it's just crazy how they're getting you there.
You know what they did? They added wild card like baseball does.
Right. That's what they
basically
did.
what they did.
Just like football, they added because it was only the top 8 teams made it, and then they added 2 more teams. They added 9 and 10 so they could have that extra 2 games.
Hey, you know what they say? It's all about money, man.
That's what it is.
That's just all money.
You get these sponsors. Now the sponsors got to come up with some more money for these play-in games.
Oh yeah.
So hey, I ain't mad at them. Give me some more basketball to watch. Right now, the Heat's got 3 games left.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, they got Philadelphia, who was sitting at a record of 52 and 27. They got Washington and Orlando, both of them sitting at 34 and 45. We trying to catch Brooklyn. I think we're a game behind Brooklyn right now for that number 6 spot. If we can overtake Brooklyn for that number 6 spot and not have to worry about no play-in game, that'd be good. But right now Brooklyn's got 3 games, and their 3 games are Detroit sitting at 16 and 63, Orlando 34 and 45, and then they finish up with Philadelphia at 52 and 27. And so if the Marlins,
and then Philadelphia might rest their starters, right?
The last game, you're right.
Probably, yeah.
Because they probably had their spot locked up. So, and then the bad thing about it is we play Philadelphia next. So we know they ain't gonna rest no starters for this next game.
Right.
2 games left. But the last time, let me see. Let me look up something. What was the last couple of games we played against Philadelphia? How did they turn out? Hold on. Let me pull this up and see, because I know we usually play Philadelphia pretty tough. Still no Walter. I'm gonna have to put an APB out on him.
Brian is close by. Maybe Brian could search around and see what's going on down there. You ain't heard nothing going on in the Everglades or nothing, right?
Yeah. There's no way I can find Walt down here. There's too many places he could duck off to.
I'm gonna have to call him because, like I said, he usually call me, or at least he posted something on Facebook. He didn't even post nothing on Facebook.
But he always pops up though. I see it when I watch the show. Like I usually watch the show the next day. He pops up though. I see him popping in.
All right, let's see. Philadelphia is 70. Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat. Let me see how many times they played this year. All right. Okay, they played twice. The Heat won on February 27th. The Heat won 99-101. And then they played again on March 1st, where the Heat lost 96-119.
Yeah, they got crushed.
Yeah, so this will be the tiebreaker. They're playing on the 6th, which is tomorrow on TNT. Is that a 7:00 game? Probably is.
And Philadelphia is favored by how much?
Philadelphia is favored by. Hold on, I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, they don't even have it up yet. I guess they're waiting to see if Philadelphia got the playing game all locked up already. Because usually they tell you how many points.
They just played the Celtics, so I mean, either way, they're probably going to be a little beat up a little bit.
And Philadelphia is 45, 33-1 against the spread. Miami, they're 28-48 against the spread. They ain't covered the spread at all this year.
Yeah, but they're always hurt, man.
Yeah,
they always got players that.
And me and Cheese always talk about they need to get rid of Kyle Lowry. He just taking up a seat on the bench.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's hurt way too much. They paid him a lot of money. And that boy, he hangs out with his chains on and hangs out.
Yeah, maybe maybe his chains are too heavy and hurting his neck or something.
They might be weighing him down. I don't know, because he's not a big guy. But you know the Heat, they're not a very deep team either. They don't have that one guy. Now, Oladipo, if he's healthy, he's another one. He'll give you 5 or 6 good games, and then he's out for the next 10. And then he plays 4 or 5 games, and then he's out for 10.
Yeah, but see, you know what? We knew Oladipo was hurt when we signed him.
Right, absolutely.
We signed him hurt. So, you take what you can get when you sign.
They signed him on ability.
Yeah.
That's what they signed him on.
If I'm gonna sign a player that's only got one leg, then I can't expect him to grow another leg during the season.
No.
He
just scored 22 the other night. I mean, you can't really knock him.
Right. When he gets on, he's on.
But he can't do it every week because he gets hurt.
Right. He's real fragile right now.
And some of that has a lot to do with the coaches, too. The coaches want to rest him because they're going to make the playoffs.
Right.
And they know he's a valuable player for them.
Especially if you don't know what's going on with Kyle Lowry.
Exactly.
So you better rest Oladipo and have him ready for the playoffs.
Kyle's almost ready to get that AARP stuff, right?
Yeah, I think he already getting it.
That man there. But he can still play, though.
Yeah, when he want to. When he want to. It ain't no.
You just can't count on it.
If I was on my PlayStation and I had the Heat, Kyle Lowry wouldn't be starting on my team.
No, hell no. No. Nah, he'd just be passing out some water.
You got it. Probably be on the bench with a polo on, being an assistant coach.
I think the player they need to play some more, and we said this before, is Duncan. He's been sitting almost the whole year.
The thing with Duncan, and me and Cheese talked about this before, is he was spot on until he got that pay raise. When he got that new contract, I don't know what happened to him.
He went to lay down.
And it seemed like majority of professional athletes, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, when they sign that big deal, that first big deal where they getting paid all that money, it's like they lose their ability to play.
It's almost like relief. Like, yes, now I'm on this level. But I think more of it is his defense.
Yeah,
his defense is not what are the Heat based on? The Heat are based on defense.
Sucks.
They always have been.
He got that Olay defense. He should have been a bullfighter.
He's gotten better, but the problem is he starts to get better and then he doesn't play a lot, and it's kind of weird. It's a wash sometimes. You don't know what to get. Now he's going to hit you 3-4 threes a game if you put him in there.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's definitely. But
I mean, he can shoot the ball like nobody, but his defense is really bad for that scheme.
Right.
I'm telling you, after the season, they're going to trade him. He's going to get traded.
That's what hurts. Nobody don't want him because of what you just said. He don't play defense.
Hey, I bet you the Lakers will take him. The Lakers will take him. They need some shooters.
The Lakers probably get ready to lose a bunch of people anyway.
Yeah, no, they're going to.
So they're going to have to They're gonna have to put a new team together.
I actually like Duncan. I just don't think he plays enough to show what he's learned. So you throw him in for 8 minutes, and he gets you 3 3-pointers. And everybody goes, "Oh man, he's the best." And then he don't play for 6 games, and then you throw him in there, and he doesn't shoot good, and everybody goes, "Oh, we paid him too much."
Loses sharpness.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, yes, you paid him too much. You paid him off of 1 season,
right?
Which makes no sense. When you said his defense was not good enough, he needed to learn defense a little better, but you still gave him the money. So now you just gave him a big goose feather pillow, and it doesn't matter if he ever makes a 3-pointer again, because that contract is almost fully guaranteed. Yeah, I think $56 million is guaranteed. He's a good player, though.
Look who's showing
up.
What? We got another.
I hear him.
Oh my God!
Man, who's worried about you, brother?
The golden goose.
He's alive.
I'm on the road. I'm doing my thing sometimes.
I told him. I said, you ain't called me since you had the date with the girl. I didn't know if she cut you up and threw you in the alligator alley with the alligators.
Nah, man, nobody gonna throw me in no alligators, man. Come on. I gotta pay that bill. I gotta pay that bill before they throw me away.
What's going on, man?
What's up there, Tricky?
What's going on there, Big Cheese?
Yeah, man, cheesing like easing.
Cheesing is beezing?
Yeah, how was your date?
I'm all right. Just driving around, driving people. You know how that is.
How was your date?
My date went real well, man. But we're not here to talk about no date. We're here to talk about sports.
Okay.
Well, let me recap what we talked about while we were waiting on you.
This ain't a newlywed game. This ain't a newlywed game. We don't play.
Hey, going out on a date for you is sports, ain't it?
Huh?
No, that's not a sport.
No?
No, I don't recall going on a date being a sport.
Shoot, it could be.
I call this a PG busting a nut is a sport.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh no. Oh no.
Boy, you are too much.
They're gonna shut us down.
They're gonna shut us down.
You done brought the comedian out of him now.
Hey, Walt, we was talking about we covered the Major League Baseball had kicked off, and we were covering the teams that's off to a hot start, like the Tampa Bay Rays. They jumped out to a 6-0 start, followed by the Atlanta Hawks. I'm all in different sport. The Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers, both at 5-1.
People, please. I'm gonna say this for the last time, people. There's 120-something damn games in the goddamn baseball.
Yeah, 162.
You still
162, yes. Yeah. It's just the beginning.
You still have to cover what's going on. Let the people know
All-Star game.
who start out hot. It's just like the 100-meter dash. It don't matter who start out in front. It only matters who's in front when you cross the finish line.
Yeah.
Hey, the Pirates started off 8-0 last year. They ain't do nothing. You don't get too happy.
Well, we not getting happy. I just like to see win. Right now, and like the Marlins, they 3-4 right now. They just won their first series against the Minnesota Twins. I ain't getting excited because from what I saw, we only got 2 good pitchers, so I can only expect wins when those 2 pitchers pitch.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll be all right. The Marlins gonna win some games this year. Don't worry.
I'm always worried.
They're gonna surprise.
New manager.
The Marlins gonna surprise you this year. Don't worry.
Anytime you have a young, scrappy team with some pretty decent pitching, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised because they've done it before.
You heard it from me.
I know a couple years back, nobody thought they were going to do anything, and next you know, they're fighting for a wild card spot. And they didn't really have anybody that anybody cared about on their team. That's just the type of organization they've always been. They're scrappy. And if you talk to baseball, like executives, they'll tell you if this player hustles, he may bat 250, but he gets hits when we need him to get hits. And that's what the Marlins have always done. Somehow they've managed to stay in it and find a way to, like, for people to talk about them, even if it's not. I mean, they're not going to be the Braves. They're not going to, they're not going to be the Yankees, the Red Sox, these teams that are always up there. But they have players that, if they gel at the right time, usually after the All-Star break, that's when you start to see people starting to up and down. You get the teams that have been killing everybody, all of a sudden they're on a 10-game losing streak, and they're in fourth place in their division. And that gives all these other teams a chance to jump up. And I've watched it for years, and the Marlins have been a team that their payroll is weak, but their players, they're scrappy, man. They play.
I don't think they got a weak payroll this year. I looked at they would have signed a lot of
they signed good players. They signed good players, but again, you're coming into, they're all playing together for the first time. But look at the majority of their roster. They're young. They're very young. They don't have that much major league experience, and what they do have is a lot of those guys were called up towards the end of the year. They can play baseball, but major league is, I mean, there's a reason why. That's a whole other
it all
level.
comes down to everybody getting together, being able to play together. Because I noticed that the shortstop we had last year, they've moved him out to center field.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of different moving parts here. We just got to stay healthy. Number one, it's always about staying healthy.
That's the most important.
Because I noticed today the center fielder Jazz Chisholm, he tried to steal second base, and he slammed his head into the shortstop leg as he was covering second base, and couldn't even walk off the field. He looked like he had been drinking some Cisco.
The Budweiser. Yeah, he's jammed up.
Budweiser. Budweiser just make you fat, Brian.
He got, I know. And hey Rod, you know me, man. Well, I know it's been a long time, but what am I? I used to stand about 140, right? 145, and I'm 6'1".
Right.
I went to the doctor, and they got this weight scale that, like, it's like a space. So I know it's worth some money, and I know it tells you what it tells you. So I stepped on it, and she goes, "Oh my, you know what? The hell does that mean?" I said, "Oh my shit." Oh, I'm sorry. And she said, 214, and I went, "That's what I want." That's what I've been waiting for this my whole life. I'm 47 years old, and now I'm starting to get it.
You ready to play linebacker now.
It takes me 8 motions to roll out of bed to go use the restroom.
Wow.
When before I just hopped out and I was back in 30 seconds. So, but I like it. I feel better. They told me I need to stop eating certain things, and that's not going to happen, but I'll tell them yes, just because, I pay them. But I feel better.
You guys came on, me and Cheese was talking about the Masters that's going on this weekend also.
Yeah.
And my buddy, Tiger Woods it just went down. He was plus 7,500, which means they're not giving him a chance.
No, not even close.
So what I did was I took a little $5 wager on it, and for Tiger Woods to win the Masters, $5 pays you $375.
Right.
If he don't win, oh well,
you lose $5.
I lose $5 because I go out here and throw $5 away somewhere else. Now everybody must be thinking the same way because now the odds have gone down from 7,500 to 6,000. So that means a lot of people are betting on Tiger Woods. And then they got favored to win is Scotty Scheffler. And he's plus 650. So You know.
Yeah, but why do you think they do that?
I don't know.
What happens is everybody counts him out because most of the year he doesn't play.
Right.
And they always say that you can't just show up at a major, and win. But he's done it before.
Well, you know, even at
he's not going to be nervous.
Even at
he's not going to be scared.
Brian,
hey, Tricky, what you doing, man? Scratch off?
Tickets. Yeah, he's scratching tickets.
Come on,
I'm
Tricky,
listening.
come on, focus, Tricky.
I'm listening.
You need to
I'm
focus.
listening to the golf talk.
You need to focus, Tricky.
Scotty Scheffler, even at plus 650.
Listen. I did focus. I did focus. You see that? There's a 6 up here, and there's a 6 down there. So that means I hit on this ticket. So I've been focusing very well, sir.
You hit on the
ticket. What you want? $6?
I've been focusing very well.
He said, he just over there scratching. Scratching.
I didn't win nothing but $5, but it's a lot. It's good to me though.
Wait, how much the ticket was?
Because you can buy another ticket.
$5.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? As long as you can buy another ticket, you're good to go.
What are you talking about? Buy another ticket? I got 2 more.
Oh man.
No, don't do it, Tricky. Don't do it
with them 2 more. But if they consecutive number, they usually don't win consecutively.
Sometimes they do though.
I hope you win big, Walt, and you can take all the boys on a vacation.
I like Tiger Woods though. I don't like him to win, but I like him to give him a shot. I don't like him to win, but he'll be in the top 5. He'll be in the top 5. I think.
Hey, you think he's gonna make the cut?
Yeah, he made
the cut. He's gonna be in the cut. We'll find out Thursday if he'll be in the cut. But yeah, I think he's gonna be in the cut.
Yeah, we gotta watch that first round and see what he do that first round. If he play good that first round and he can stay close to the leader, I might have a chance at making me $375.
I think his son will do a better job than he would.
Yeah, his son's good.
Yeah,
his
Charlie
son can play.
Charlie, he might be do better, but not at the Masters though.
Oh yeah, he beat his daddy at the Masters.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Hey, can I show y'all? Hey, Walt, can I show you something real quick, man? Look.
What are you showing me here?
Pressure 2?
I don't know if you can see it all. I hit this about a year ago. On that 500 times.
Uh-huh.
I paid $50 and won $10,000.
Oh man.
What?
Yeah. Now when I went to cash it in, they took $2,600 for taxes.
Right. What?
Because the way it works down here is anything over $5,000, you have to pay federal taxes. If it's under 5 and under, you get whatever it is. So if it's over 5, you pay. But it was funny because I went to my corner store and I had bought like 3 of them the day before, and I'm like, man, I'm done with this shit. And I stopped to get a beer because that's my on the way home. And the young kid was there, and he goes, "You're not gonna play?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, man." So I started to pay, and I'm like, "You know what, man? Just give it to me, man." So I go in the truck and I start scratching. First of all, I did the 2 bonus ones up top, and both of those were winners. That's $1,000 right off the top, and I'm like, "Well, hell, that's good enough for me." Then I scratched the first one off, and it was $100, and I went, "I know how these tickets work. You can only win certain amounts on certain tickets."
Right.
And I kept going, and when I got to the bottom, it was 1,000 times 5, and I went. So I was already at $5,000.
Right.
When I got to the bottom row, I got halfway through, and I scratched it, and it said 5 times, and when I scratched it, I went, "You got to be kidding me, man!"
And how much was that ticket? That's a $50 ticket.
It was I paid $50, and I won $10,000. But I'm not, again, after taxes.
Right.
I gave up $2,600, but still, I only paid $50 for the ticket.
Still, you made a major profit.
Yeah, you know what I went and did? The only thing I did for myself, and when she gets back, she'll tell you, Rod, she'll tell you the truth. The only thing I did for myself, I bought myself an 80-inch flat screen. That was it. Take the money, pay for whatever else you want to do, getting that TV. Now I watch football and it's like the players are sitting on my lap. And I love it.
Yeah, Tricky. How you like that testimony, Tricky?
I still got 2 tickets left.
Win big, Trick. So you can tell us a story too.
Hey, him telling me that story. I might just hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hope you do.
Yeah.
I really, really hope.
But I ain't gonna hit online though. I ain't gonna hit online. I ain't gonna let nobody know I hit.
I know you.
I made $5 so far. That's good enough.
That's all I need.
Hey, I sat in the store parking lot and I'm looking at the ticket as I'm scratching each number and I'm going 100, 100, 100, 500, 500, 100, and I'm going, where are we headed with this? So I'm scratching it and I'm already on the phone. I'm like, babe, you ain't gonna believe this. I'm like 8 tickets down the street. I decided to buy another ticket. She goes, yeah, great. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, but you're not gonna say that when I bring it home to you. And she goes, why? So I told her I won 5. I said, I guarantee you I won at least $5,000. I got to the last row. I got to the number 2 before the last. That's it. That's all that's left. And that's when I scratched it and it said 5 times 1,000. I went, all right, let me check that. I actually won $10,000. She goes, no, you didn't. I'm like, I got 30 seconds. It was fun though, man.
But this is Walter's question to you, Brian. I'm trying to figure this one out.
Right.
Love is love. We all love each other. You know, if I was with a girl, I love her, whatever. I'm pretty sure Robert was somebody you love him. Big Cheese probably loves somebody, whatever. If I win goddamn $10,000 a ticket and nobody know about it, I damn sure ain't taking it home to her.
No, listen. Hey,
that's
listen.
mine. No. No. Why did you even tell her you want $10,000? That's what I'm trying to find out.
I know.
That's his wife.
Listen, I get that.
I don't care.
But listen to me. 18 years. Now, you know, I could say that I invested 18 years, and Rod knows me.
Yeah.
No, she invested 18 years. I've been in and out of prison most of my life. This girl has she's never turned her back on me.
Right.
So if there's anybody I'm going to trust, that's the one. Because I can tell you right now, if there's 80 people standing right outside my door right now, and I got to do something about it, she's going to be standing next to me. You know why? Because she's got all that mouth, and she'll put her hands up too. And I love her. That's my best friend in the whole world.
Right.
That's my daughter.
There she
You
is.
did the right thing. Buy you
Hey.
a baby.
Wait. If I stand next to you, put a wig on, will we be all right? If I stand next to you,
I take you to the Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking.
Hey, look, because I'm gonna tell you something. If Clovis don't play the lottery that much, but if he got a ticket,
he's great.
$50,000, he'll do the same thing Brian did.
I know he would.
He'll take part of the money for himself, just so he can have some casino money. But the majority of the money he'll give to his wife.
Yep.
Because he knows she's gonna do right.
Yeah.
Hey, but check it out. I had to give it to her anyway because if I would have went and filed, they would have took more money from me than her.
Yeah.
So I'm not lying to you. So I gave it to her. I'm like, hey, she went to Miami Lakes the next day. By 2 o'clock that afternoon, she said, I got the money.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you a true story.
Like that.
Hey, this is a true story. This before I knew anything about this damn lotto. Years ago, I won like $1,500. You got in order for you to win the $1,500, you got to go down to Miami to get the money. So I'm happy. I'm thinking I won $1,500, so I'm hauling ass to get to Miami, thinking I'm gonna get my money. And I get to Miami, I give the ticket. I wait about maybe 25, 30 minutes. They call me back to the window. Them boys gave me a piece of paper and told me to have a nice day.
Child support got you.
Boy, the child support got me.
Child support got you.
Yeah, that's what. Hey, listen. That's exactly why. And Rod knows. I have an ex-wife, Lindsay. Rod knows. Now, what happened was I was locked up for a long time, but all my money got paid, and they always told us in the courts, keep a record. So I went to Office Depot and I bought a receipt booklet ahead of time. So every week she got money, and she even signed it, and it says on it, child support for the date, everything. So I got locked up again, unfortunately. You know, you play, you pay. That's just the way it is. If you want to be stupid, to all the kids out there, then be stupid. But trust me, you're gonna pay with something you don't want to pay with. I'm telling you, It ain't fun in there. Mm-hmm. It's not worth it. Play sports, go to school. I promise you, things will work out. But anyway, so I went and I did, but I had a receipt booklet. So when I first came home, she would sign it every week. And they told us in the courts, if you could keep it out of the courts, it'd be better for the family. So that's what we did. I mean, that's what we did. And then some other hearings came, and they start telling me, now I'm in front of a magistrate, not a judge, a magistrate. This guy wears khakis and like a collared shirt and I'm like, what the hell is this? And he tells me, all that money you paid her was a gift. Man, I almost
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check it out. Well, check it out. I stood up. My girl's sitting right there. I said, let me tell you guys something real quick. Look at my face. Just look at my expression. What the hell would make you think I'd give this so-called a gift? Are you out of your mind? We did this because this is what I was told to do ahead of time. Mm-hmm. So all that money that was being paid and she was signing. Now, what I was told by an attorney, and this was just recently, was that if I do take it back in front of an actual judge, he'll look at that and look at it differently. But that's why when I won on that ticket, I've won 5,000 twice. I've won 1,000 probably 20 times. Every time it's over 500 because you can only cash up to 500 at like Publix and places.
Right.
I give it to her. She just goes and gets it because she ain't got nothing on her. And I'm not going to lose money for something I've already paid for. Because if anybody knows me, they know I always pay for my kids, no matter what the situation is. I may not like you, whatever the case is. So we don't have to like each other. But I'm going to pay my money. I always have. And that's why when I won, the first thing I said was, fill it out. Fill the back out and take it tomorrow because I'm not taking it.
You're a very blessed man if you hitting all that lottery money.
Man, hey, you know what? With all the stuff like that, I could use another one right now. But you know what? But I'm gonna keep on going to work and I'm gonna keep doing it and something's gonna hit and we're gonna find a place. We're gonna move in and we're gonna be all right. We don't have a lot of time. But man, I got a pit bull in that house. Her name is Kayla. She does not play. She does not play, man.
Hey, I need a place to stay. Can I stay in the garage?
Nah, I'm gonna come stay with you in your garage. I got about 3 weeks to go, and I don't know what to do. One of my problems is I got my dogs. I'm not giving my dogs up. My dogs are besides my kids and all that, don't get me wrong, but my dogs are that's my solace, you know? Right. I come home and no matter how big
but now we talking about all this child support.
Oh, Lord. We don't talk.
Yeah, let's talk. Rough, man.
Let's talk sports. Let's talk.
Let's talk some sports here.
Yeah.
I tell you, that's child support at the end of the thing. But let's talk.
Hey, we can just meet up and go eat some steak at the Brazilian place, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, take Walt to the Brazilian steakhouse. Well, don't take him there because that's what Walt take all his dates at. So don't.
Yeah,
take
but
Walt
if I take him there, I'm gonna have to pay.
Take Walt to the sports bar.
Let's
you
talk.
Gotta pay.
Let's talk.
I got $5. I got $5. I can tip him.
Let's talk the latest final in the NCAA. Great.
Oh yeah,
by LSU.
And you know what? I didn't know. I watched that show. What is it? America's Got Talent. And one of the girls that came on that show as a rapper plays for LSU.
She played. Yeah, she played for them. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and she can. Her daddy was a rapper, and her daddy got killed, so she was on the show America's Got Talent, and she's a good rapper. But she didn't win. But anyway, because rappers don't win on shows like that, no way.
Yeah, but she was an MVP though. She's an MVP.
Yeah, LSU did good.
Yes, they did.
University of Miami men.
Hey, man, yeah, they did a good job. They tried.
Well, I can say they did a good job, but they poo-pooed like Clovis be saying, they poo-pooed on themselves in that Final Four game. I don't know what the hell happened to them then.
Yeah, FAU poo-pooed on themselves too.
Yeah, but FAU didn't poo-poo on themselves until the last 2 seconds of the game.
No, maybe the last 5 minutes they couldn't get an offensive rebound, and the guys that kept
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cheese is perfect. Cheese is on point. Listen, for almost a 5-minute period, they
Yep.
gave up 9 offensive rebounds.
Yep.
9 of them.
Couldn't get no
Think
points.
about that.
Yep.
If you cut that in half, they probably win by 10.
Mm-hmm.
No matter
Yeah,
what
but,
the other team did, they could not get a rebound.
I wouldn't
right.
I wouldn't mind if FAU would have won, but I'm gonna be honest with you. They ran up against Connecticut.
Hey.
It would have been ugly.
But Rod, last week, what did I tell you? They got their work cut out for them. Listen, my wife's standing right here, and I told her, as much of a diehard Miami fan I am, and you know I am, you know it. I used to run around the original Orange Bowl when I was 6 years old because my mom ran the money room there. I was there when the national championship was the Orange Bowl.
Right.
That's what I was doing. I was running the stands like a little dummy. But the UConn team is stacked.
Yeah.
From head to toe. And they're still stacked. They're literally losing one player. That team is tough, man. It doesn't matter. And here's the thing. See what they did against Texas when they got down? What did they do? They didn't resort to playing on the perimeter. They actually drove the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Whole new world when you try to do that against Connecticut.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't do that against them. So they backed off of what they're good at, thinking they could still drive, and it didn't work. And UConn built that 15, 16-point lead, and that was it, man. There was no looking back for that team. That team is tough.
if you look at UConn's game during the tournament, not one of them was close.
No, they won by an average of 21 points a game.
They were beating
That's
everybody.
ridiculous. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
No.
And even the games that were close at halftime turned into be blowouts. They still they got those 2 big guys in the center. You ain't driving that lane. Those boys there. That white kid, I don't know what his name is.
I know that.
Kleiman or something. Wow.
It was I think
legit, man.
Like I said, I give congratulations to the men and the women's team from the University of Miami for getting how far they got. And I think, excuse me, in my personal opinion, Miami's only losing one player.
And they're going to be good.
And I'm quite sure there's going to be what we need at the University of Miami is a center.
Big guy.
Right. Because the center we got now, he's only 6'9". And he's going up against these centers that's 7 feet tall. Now
and they can run too.
He's got the muscle, but it's hard. That's why he's always in foul trouble.
Right. Absolutely.
So I
agree,
think
100%.
what we should do, Coach Larinaga, if you listening, which I know you're not.
Transfer portal, baby.
That's it. Go to the transfer portal. There's 2 centers out there right now.
Yes.
That you can get one of them. If you can get just one, it'll be a whole other world.
Because they have the perimeter players.
Right.
You're going to have those guys. They're still going to have them. And guess what? I'm not sold on Wong leaving. And I'm going to tell you why.
No, I don't think Wong is going nowhere.
Everybody's saying he's going to leave because of what he did. He had 2 games or so where he really didn't do much.
Yeah. Well,
so why
I don't
go
think
out
he's
like
satisfied.
that? I think he's going to come back because of Nigel Pack. I think he'll come back because they're close. They're very close. And I think if he comes back and they do it exactly what you said, get one or two of those transfer guys and get them in there. But you need the big. See, nowadays, it's not the big guys, like Robinson and Duncan, where they stood and they just turned and made baskets. They need big guys like Jokic that can play on the perimeter too, because that draws the defense.
Right.
If they can get one or two good players like that, man, and they're young, they're going to lose Miller, but they knew they were going to lose him anyway. And I'm going to tell you, that guy's going to be a steal for somebody in the NBA. Somebody's going to wait, and they may not draft him because, the NBA draft is not like the NFL. It's like 2 rounds.
Yeah.
But somebody's going to sign him to a developmental contract, and they're going to love his energy, and he's going to be something special. But if Miami gets at least one big guy to complement Amir, oh, boy. That team's going to be on a whole nother level.
I was telling my partner Terrence that if they got somebody, a actual center, and then they can move Amir to power forward, because right now the University of Miami's playing with 4 guards.
Right.
They're playing with 4 guards,
and they're small.
And that's now that's good if you're gonna run all day, but then when you get down to them teams that you can't run against, you got to play a set offense. It's no good. So if we get one real center, if we get one good center and move Amir to power forward, then we got
that would be nasty. But they still need somebody to back those 2 guys up, also, though.
Yeah,
and I think they're gonna get them. If it's not through the portal, and they bring somebody in that's young coming from high school, it may take a year. But if they do something special in the portal, that team is going to be stacked.
That's where it's
they're going to be stacked.
That's where UConn did. Transfer portal.
Yeah, they're going to be ready to rock.
Well,
and that coach is legit too. That coach is ridiculous.
Coach Larinaga, yeah. Oh yeah.
I love the way he played. Did you know what he said? He said, because one of the announcers in halftime one time said, well, most teams, if this was happening or this, they would call a timeout. And he said, why am I going to call a timeout? My guys know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Only time I'm going to call a timeout is if I need to substitute a player.
Right.
That approach is almost unheard of. And look how far it got that. That's a great approach. He trusts his players. He trusts them. Uh-oh. Someone's calling.
That's somebody trying to video chat with me. I had to call him back later. Well, anyway, I'm going downstairs and put me some burgers on the grill.
I hear that.
So, gentlemen, it was a pleasure. Brian, we'll see you again next week. Tricky,
Absolutely.
Going out there and make that Uber money. Cheese, we got that trip coming up, so let's get ready for it.
All right.
Get your wrist together.
Mm-hmm. Let it fly.
Hey, Brian, me and Big Cheese going to Vegas to throw some dice and take some money.
I get a bowl?
No, man, we going for craps. We going to play craps.
Hey, give me some money, man.
Yeah, no, you give us some. You the one with all the
send us some money so we could extend our stay.
Hey, if I can get a few dollars, I'll send you some money. You take it with you.
Yeah, don't donate to the call.
Yeah,
We're gonna donate to the call. Walter got the hell up out of here.
He did. He said, he's scratching his tickets.
All right, gentlemen. It was all a pleasure.
All right, appreciate you, Brian. God bless you.
See y'all later, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a wonderful seeing y'all. Y'all have let me get the thing. Have a great day. Bye-bye.